everyone, this week we have a new workout of the week. It's one large section of 5 exercises, but all you need is one kettlebell. Every single exercise you're going to do 10 to 15 reps, but I'm going to take you through the circuit today and show you the form on each and every one. But we grab one kettlebell and everything's 10 to 15 reps, and your goal is to do 2 to 3 rounds of this circuit. You'll take a 90-second rest at the end of each round. But I grab my kettlebell. Exercise number 1, we're shoulder width apart. We have our toes slightly open, and we do a squat to a kettlebell halo. So this whole circuit is a moderate to advanced circuit, and so I'm going to list that as such on the YouTube channel. But what we're doing is we try to drive our hips back to squat down, squeeze the glutes to stand. And when I'm doing a halo exercise, I want to open up the shoulder blades enough to where the kettlebell is pointing towards the ground. I'm wrapping it back around, then I re-wrap it back around counterclockwise. So what we try not to do is move the head too much while doing this exercise. So I go squat, stand, wrap, bring it back to the chest, wrap back, bring it back to the chest. We'll do 10 to 15 of that exercise before we go to the next one. The next exercise is a single-sided squat. So anytime you do single-sided on a suitcase carry, it's going to try and pull me. I do my best to squeeze the side of the oblique, squeezing this glute. We try to keep it off the body, and our goal is still to sit straight back. We try to go as low as we can before the weight tries to pull me down. So I'm trying to keep my shoulders square as I can. I'm looking out in front of me, holding the hip. I sometimes will press on the hip so I can tense up. Try to sink, squeeze the glutes to stand. Sink, squeeze the glutes to stand. We're going to do 10 to 15 on one side, and then exercise number 3 is going to be the exact same thing, but on the other side. Once we've done 10 to 15 on both, we go to exercise number 4, which is going to be doing a single-sided row. And so in a slight lunge stance, I call it a runner's lunge because my back leg is still straight and I'm lightly driving my heel back, but I am pretty low, and I'm trying to hinge forward. I'm lightly pressing with the hand, but I'm trying to focus on not just going straight up in the ear, but driving back and squeeze. Back and squeeze. We're working our lat, we're working our bicep, and then we're working this hamstring to hold this planted position with our torso hinged forward. We do 10 to 15, and then we switch sides. Get in that exaggerated lunge, drive the heel back, and then I hinge. Focus on driving back and squeeze. Back and squeeze. Trying to not let the torso move at all, doing as little momentum as possible. From there, we have one final exercise. You'll grab your kettlebell, and we're going to try and do a 1.5 Sumo squat. So we have our toes pounded as far outward as we can. Some people call this a plie squat. We're trying to drive with the inside of our thigh. We go down, halfway, down, and stand. Down, halfway, down, and stand. I'd never want you to go so low that you start to roll forward. Our goal is to stay as stacked as possible, pressing the weight against our hips near the belly button. And I go down, halfway, down, explode up. Down, halfway, down, squeeze the glutes and explode up. Once we've done 15 reps there, you'll have completed the circuit. So you rest 90 seconds and then you go back to the beginning and run through it again. Your goal is to do 2 and 3 rounds of this workout. If you have any questions on this week's circuit, please let me know. Thanks.